1, 2, 3, 4. All right, ready? 1, 2, 3. Hey, what's up, guys? This is JJ.
And Gimpy, we're back.
We're back.
Yeah.
Gimpy, we missed you on the last one. Oh God, man. Like that. But yeah, Gimpy, we had Bug. She took over for you for
Bug was
the
here.
one podcast.
Did a great job.
Yeah, she did. She gave her predictions for the NFL.
She did. We all sucked.
Oh my God. We'll talk about those brackets eventually today, but
yes.
Yeah, we sucked.
Hopefully none of you put bets on what we said. So.
If they did, yeah.
Well, but you know what though? Maybe we covered though on some of them, possibly, right? I mean, if you're like in Vegas and you're trying to cover it, I mean, maybe I didn't look so maybe if you went to Vegas and you used us on all our losers, but maybe they covered their points though.
They could have.
I don't know.
If they covered their points, then they're good.
But they definitely didn't win.
No, dude, we only got like I think 3 teams right. I think I don't even think we got more than 3 or 2 right.
Obviously unexpected, right?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, out of 3 of us, right?
But yeah, we'll get to that one when we get to that section.
Yes.
How have you been, man?
Good. Just doing some travel for work. So just busy.
Yeah.
Trying to stay up with sports, but so I do apologize today that there may be some topics that I'm just going to kind of agree with you, and I'll try to fill in a little bit. But
agree to agree.
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm usually not that behind on sports, but there are, but I've just been work's just been busy, man. Yeah,
Slacker.
I've just been slacking. So
Jesus Christ.
I just can't keep up with you, my friend.
I know.
That's
what happens when you have a job where you can surf the internet. Let's start off with PJ like we always do.
Did you say PJ?
Did I say PJ?
I think. I don't know.
PGA.
Yeah.
Oh, we just want to warn you guys because we haven't podcasted, or at least Gimpy hasn't podcasted for at least 2-3 weeks or more. Mm-hmm. This episode might be a little bit longer than we want, but
yeah, that's why that's just, yeah. So if you want to stop listening, then
stop right now.
Right.
Otherwise, you're gonna hear her voice for like
now's
40
a good time.
minutes or so. Yeah. So like I said, PGA it's starting back up, even though there really is no off season. They already had a few, I think 3 or 4 tournaments already. They went to Hawaii, came back here for I think in La Quinta, great place. Just want to let you know.
We do know that.
Yeah. So they had the career builder there. I think besides the opening tournament, the last 2 career builder and then the Sony Open, they had playoffs to determine the winner for that.
Okay.
So I guess that's pretty cool.
Good start.
If you like that.
Makes it interesting.
Yeah.
Gotta love a playoff, right?
Yeah. But now they are back in California for the Farmers Open Insurance
California
tournament. And you know who's playing in that one at Torrey Pines? Tiger Woods.
Tiger Woods.
Our man, he's back.
He's back. He's
back after, I don't know how long, a year, right? At least a little bit more than a year since his last competitive round.
It's got to be more than that, right?
I think so.
It's got to be more than that.
And he actually played pretty good. I don't know if you watched any of the first 2 rounds this week.
Out of town. They didn't have the Golf Channel where I was, so I just I know. So
who the hell doesn't have a Golf Channel, man?
That's what I mean. Like it's been tough to keep track of. Obviously, they have ESPN, but you know how ESPN doesn't cover that.
They're all biased with their sports anyway,
they are.
Too.
They just stick to what they want to stick to.
Yeah.
So.
But I mean, overall, since he's been back, had the back fusion. He dropped his coach, and he's teaching himself how to re-hit again now. He actually played pretty good. The first round, he had what he had. He shot even par.
Good.
He didn't do anything bad. He didn't do anything good. He just played like an average golfer.
Right.
I guess a good average golfer.
Just keeping pace.
Yeah,
right?
keeping pace. His drives, he was. I think the first day he was averaging 314 off of his drives,
which is
which is good,
solid,
dude.
right?
Especially for coming back from the back surgery.
Yeah.
Everything that he's been coming back from. Second round today, Friday, depending when this gets posted. But
right.
He shot a 71, so one under, actually he snuck into the cut.
That's awesome.
So I think they said that's his first cut made in 28 months or something like that.
Wow, that's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah, because the other ones he withdrew from because of his back.
Was the cut at -1 or -2?
Cut was -1.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
it was at -1 though.
He
Okay.
ended with
yeah.
a -1. It was
okay.
really good too because
so he just snuck in.
yeah, he played pretty much par. I think because he started off on the 10th hole.
Mm-hmm.
So that's I think the 16th hole was his 6th hole.
Okay.
He had a double bogey. And then after that, he started going par, par, par.
Awesome.
And then he knew where he needed to be, and he got it down to -1. I think like on the 15th hole, which is like I think the 5th hole.
Okay.
In the front, and he got the birdie. He dropped the shot on the next one.
Mm-hmm.
He needed to get an eagle or something or a birdie on the last hole.
Wow.
And he actually got that.
Like
so,
just to be able to make that cut. Wow.
Yeah, it was good because you can see that, it's his first time under pressure in a while.
Yeah, exactly. And he did it.
The one hole where he dropped a shot, he had a chip shot, and you could tell he was really nervous, and he overcooked it, and he went a little bit past the hole.
Okay.
And he missed the putt. But then on the par 5, the last hole,
he's kind of
like his drive, he wasn't driving good, like his accuracy.
Yeah.
He was in the rough. He bombed, I think it was a 206-yard second shot onto the green.
Nice.
Had a 70-foot putt for an eagle.
Mm-hmm.
Got it within a foot, and
Awesome.
he made the cut.
That's awesome.
So
it sounds like he kind of maybe earlier on, like, what do you think? Was he playing more conservative and just
he's just trying
like
trying to see what he can do.
Pace,
yeah.
But then he kind of had to push it at the end because he knew
to try to make the cut.
Right.
Least,
Yeah. I obviously saw like some other. I mean, a lot of guys must have been playing well if the cut was at -1.
Yeah. Because they're working. I forget who's
Yeah.
leading, but it's either John Rahm or not Nicholson. Palmer. Ryan Palmer.
Okay.
He's leading.
Okay.
So it got up to -2
Okay.
for the cut line, and
Yeah.
then it dropped back down. So
Awesome.
You got
That's
Tiger
good.
working on the
That's
weekend
good.
finally.
Yeah.
For the first time in 28
Right,
months.
exactly.
28 months.
No, that's awesome.
So we'll see what happens with that. I mean, I don't think he's going to win because he's
Yeah.
11 or 10 shots off the lead.
Yeah.
right
Because
now.
that's how they make the cut. Yep.
Yeah. So, but it's good. It's
good to have him there. It's right.
Yeah. So I think as long as he keeps playing, because I know some of the tournaments he's not eligible for because he's so far back in the world rankings.
So he can't be in certain ones.
In certain tournaments he can't play, but come April, if he's playing good like this, pain free. And he actually made the cut and actually doing good shots.
Augusta, man, right?
I think at least by Augusta,
yeah.
Or if not Augusta, the next major, I think he should be in tip-top shape.
Be fine, right?
Yeah.
By then, right? Yeah.
I would think so.
And it's like we said in previous podcast, Augusta would be awesome to see him
at least
really
compete.
Yeah, exactly. To be like in that top 10 would be awesome. Just not only for us watching on TV, obviously, but for the crowd there because I mean, everyone just, especially at Augusta. I mean, people love following him everywhere.
Yes.
So and we've seen that in person. So which is awesome. Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll see what happens. But like I said, golf's much better now since he's back.
It is.
At least for me.
No, I'm right there with you. Yeah, it's hard not.
It makes it more interesting.
It does. And unfortunately, it is hard to watch without him. So
right. So and then. His next tournament is, for now, the Genesis Open, which is February 15th.
Where's that at?
Still in California.
Okay, that's where he's sticking around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And plus, his foundation is one of the sponsors for it too.
Okay.
So
awesome.
Of course he's gonna play that.
Yeah, of course.
Because I think the next few tournaments, it's that WGC event.
Yes.
He's not qualified for that.
Oh, he's not.
No, because he's like I think he's.
Is he like just?
He's like 650 something in the world.
Wow.
And you need to be top 50 or top 100 to do the
yeah,
WGC.
so he's not even,
unless he wins or something.
Right, exactly.
But I don't think that's gonna happen. Let's jump over to the NBA. There's some news here. I don't know how much NBA you've been reading up on this past few weeks because of your schedule with air quotes.
My traveling.
You're traveling. But for the Bulls, we'll start with them. You got Nikola Mirotic. He still wants to be traded.
Yeah.
Even though the Bulls are hot right now, or not hot, but they're winning. They're winning when they're not supposed to.
I do know that they have been on a streak because I've been, because I have been watching those parts, and I do know that that they're still really talking about getting rid of Mirotic. Just right. I mean,
which I don't really get. I don't get it. If they're gonna rebuild, they got players on that team.
They do. I mean,
they got
Dunn.
What's his name? Laurie Markarian.
We go by this all the time.
Yeah, we don't even know how to say it still.
And he's a really good player too. But we just can't figure out how to say his name, right?
Yeah, we'll just say Laurie.
But he's really good though, right?
He's really good. Well,
he's really good. He's come out.
He's the fastest player to get 100 3-pointers.
And that's
in the least amount of games.
And for a guy that no one knew, I mean, he's up for a debate of Rookie of the Year right now, which is awesome. So he's. Yeah, and I love how you put like Laurie M.
I don't even
that's
know.
Awesome. I know, right? That's awesome.
I don't know where you're reading this from.
I'm just.
We don't have notes.
It's on your head, so.
Yes, exactly. Yeah,
it's on your head.
So yeah, Laurie M. We'll just keep it that way. But they're doing pretty good.
Yeah, they are.
They have decent players.
They are. I mean, just how you and I talked earlier, I don't see them going anywhere, obviously, in the playoffs because they can't get past certain teams in the Eastern Conference, but. I just don't know. You obviously can't tell your players to lose, but you also want a good. How we said in the past, like you do want a good draft pick,
you though?
Right?
You can tell them, right? Be like, hey, we want you guys to suck right now,
exactly, because we want these certain guys in the draft. Right?
Yeah, because
right?
we're paying for you right now.
Exactly right. Yeah. I mean, what do you do, right?
How could you play for that though? If your management goes, "Hey, we want you guys to start tanking games."
Well, right.
Can you do that for us? It's like
no, you can't. No, you can't.
You
so
can't
it's
really
like what? I mean, what? They're just one of those hot teams, I guess, right now for just whatever reason,
right?
And, right, you just gotta play your season out, right? That's what, right?
You got to,
right?
You have to, and if they end up, making a playoff spot,
right?
They
do, right?
Over a lottery pick,
exactly.
What are you gonna do? You shouldn't have traded Jimmy Butler.
Right. Yeah, that's another story. Right?
Yeah, but the Bulls are 4 teams behind.
Okay.
For the 8th and final spot, and they're only 6 games back.
And we're hitting midway.
Yeah, because All-Star game is
coming, right?
in February.
Okay. Yes.
So almost halfway.
Almost halfway, right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens with that.
Yeah.
Let's move on to. Do we have to talk about this guy?
Yeah, just do it.
LeVar Ball.
Why not?
So, I don't know if you heard, but LeVar Ball's been running his mouth again.
Surprise, surprise.
He's been talking about how Luke Walton can't do this, doesn't know how to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Should the Lakers should fire him? Speaking his mouth, whatever he's trying to do.
Right.
The Lakers knew this was going to happen.
Yeah.
They knew when they picked what's his name, Lonzo Ball.
Lonzo. Yeah, no, it's so hard to think of all the kids' names and the dads.
Yeah,
they're all
Lonzo, Melo, whatever.
LaMelo. Yeah, it's hard.
So he's running his mouth. The Lakers knew it. They're not saying anything.
Right.
And now they're sort of finally doing something, but
did you just say that Magic Johnson is starting to talk to LeVar and
he's trying to be like, hey, talk to us first.
Right. Instead of getting the media involved, right?
But you think he's gonna listen?
No.
No, he's gonna keep running his fucking mouth.
No.
So that I don't get.
Yeah.
And Lonzo's not even doing good at all.
No.
He's a mediocre, just a mediocre player.
You know what? His 2 sons aren't even doing anything in the Lithuanian league, right?
I haven't heard anything anymore from that.
I heard the first 2 games, I guess I remember hearing their first game, they were pretty decent. They each got
but that first
combined.
game they were playing
oh, that's right.
It was some special game or something.
Wasn't
that.
Was it pretty much like high schoolers or something like that? Right, the first game.
Yeah,
but
because it didn't count towards the records or anything like that.
It's no wonder why. Because then their next game, which were actually I guess decent players for international type players. Yeah. More professional, not NBA obviously, but I guess they didn't score anything in the next game. So it's you know what I mean. So again, is he doing it for the Big Ballers brand, right? Is that what it's called? I think they're gonna because is that what he's trying to do? I mean, just trying to get those people to buy the product. I don't know.
I think we talk about that when you were here last? But they're gonna open up his own league, the big Baller.
We did.
Okay, yeah.
We talked about that probably. I don't know, right before Christmas maybe.
Because if they're not playing that much in Lithuania, he can take them out, break the contract, and bring them over to that stupid Big Baller league.
Okay, so he's still working the system around.
Yeah,
okay.
That's gonna happen too.
Right.
So.
Yeah.
But yeah, enough of the Ball family.
Yeah, I know.
Let's get to another loser. LeBron. So congrats to LeBron.
Yeah.
He got his 30,000 points.
He's the youngest, right?
The youngest. And the 7th person overall in the NBA to hit 30,000 points. Yeah. Which is a good milestone.
I mean, we all know he's a wonderful player. I mean, yes. He's going to be one of the greatest.
Drama queen, but
yeah. He for sure is. I mean, he's, and this is just my opinion, but I mean, he'll never hit that Jordan or Kobe plateau. No. At least to me, he's not. I don't care if he passes Jordan in points, which I mean,
he probably will. Plus, he played high school, or he He played right out of high school.
Yeah. I mean, right out of high school, and I'm sure he's gonna pass him, but it doesn't really matter.
It doesn't matter because he'll never be like him.
No.
And plus, I don't know if you saw it, but because I don't know if you're on Instagram or not.
Me?
Yeah, right? I don't think you're on Instagram.
I don't know what I'm doing.
So LeBron James, the day that they were going to play the Spurs.
Oh, I heard about this.
He put on Instagram a picture of himself when he was young. He wrote this huge paragraph saying, congratulations, young king, for getting 30,000 points. And he didn't even play yet.
Right, and that's before, so that's
it's
just,
like,
right?
What are you doing?
It's that's just something you shouldn't do, right?
No,
you're
come
just
on.
asking for.
I think we talked about this before.
Yeah.
Would Kobe do that? Would Jordan do that? Would who else is decent like that?
I mean,
would Jabbar do that?
Duncan, no.
Right? Like no one would do that.
Way.
Be like, hey, congratulations to yourself.
Like once you're done, right? Exactly.
It's like.
Wait till after the game, right?
Wait till after the game or something else, It's
right.
like, oh my God, LeBron. I don't get it.
But again, he still will be, you gotta say top 5 of all. I mean...
He is top 5.
When it comes down to it,
yes.
I mean, he'll be top 5 all time.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
for sure.
I mean, yeah, for sure. But stuff like that, you just...
It's like all the drama
do, right?
that he has.
Yeah, exactly. Like, just comes along with it, right?
Because of his first time as a free agent, that was all drama.
Yeah.
The TV show on that or whatever.
Right,
like,
exactly. It's
come on, man.
Some of the things that he chose to do, probably not the right choice.
Right. It's like, just stop, dude. Speaking of LeBron, the Cavaliers are doing awesome.
They're just, I don't know why. I mean, they have Isaiah's back, right?
They have Isaiah Thomas back.
So are they just in that, they're just not gelling yet, right?
I guess everyone's saying that there's like, what do you call it? Issues in the locker room.
Okay.
Like everyone's finger pointing at each other, saying, this guy's not doing this, this guy's not doing that. They're not gelling on the court.
Yeah. Is it kind of like how, like when LeBron went to the Heat and and they had they had their 3, the big 3 there.
Big 3, yeah.
Is it kind of the same way that it's kind of what's going on there? Like I mean I know the Cavs don't really have the big 3, but is it kind of the same thing where they could just maybe too many egos and
probably I would think so.
Yeah.
I mean you had the one report that when the Cavaliers played Golden State.
Mm-hmm.
And they got blown out, right?
Yeah, they got blown out. Yeah.
There was reports that Kevin Love was faking an illness so that he could leave early or something, and that Isaiah Thomas started the rumor in the locker room or something. Yeah.
So it's just
everyone. They're not getting along.
Yeah.
Maybe Kyrie Irving knew something. That's why he left.
That could definitely be possible, and right.
Speaking of LeBron, too, again, they had the NBA All-Star draft picks. So, they're starting something different because the NBA All-Star game sucks. No one watches that anymore.
Right. Isn't it just, it's like almost like not watchable.
Yeah.
Like, it's almost like watching the Pro Bowl, right?
It is.
It's almost like not watchable
it's
now.
Like, it used to be really good, and now it's been dying the past, 10 years maybe?
I mean, like when the score is 160 to 155, it's just, it's not, right?
It's all stupid.
Yeah.
So,
I know All-Star games are different with defense, but guys are just like staying there and are just standing there, and guys are just driving the lane and dunking the ball. I mean, what's the point, right?
Yeah, because it used to be competitive, but now it's just stupid. But they had that. They're trying that All-Star draft.
Mm-hmm.
So the two vote. Wait, how do you say it? The two
top vote getters.
There you go.
Is that it? Is that
the
it?
two
right?
top vote getters are the captains of the two teams. And then, so it was LeBron and Curry.
Uh-huh.
They were the two top getters. Did I say that right? The two vote top getters. What the fuck, dude?
Two top vote getters, right?
The two top vote getters were...
It's probably the only time I can actually say something normal.
was LeBron and Curry. So they had to pick players from a whole pool of starters and reserves,
which is pretty cool.
Which is cool because it
doesn't matter.
Everybody.
It doesn't matter if you're East or West.
Right.
It's
so
just going to be
Jimmy Butler's in the East or in the West.
Okay.
LeBron
cool.
can pick them, but there's no more East-West anymore. It's just like a whole All-Star game or a whole All-Star group. But they had that. I think supposedly LeBron picked Durant first, but they're not saying who went first because some what do you call it? Egos might be hurt if they find out that they're picked last.
Oh, so they didn't. Okay, so they didn't say that.
They didn't televise
said,
it.
Okay.
They're supposed to televise it.
See, I mean,
because they're trying to get interest.
I mean, right?
How do you not televise that?
That would be interesting, right?
Yeah.
I mean, they actually have like LeBron and Curry like saying
who they want.
And like you said though, but if you're the last one picked on an All-Star team, who gives a shit, right?
You're an All-Star anyway.
Right?
It
exactly. It doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
It's not. It shouldn't downgrade anybody. But
the funny thing is, LeBron picked Kyrie Irving. For his team too.
See, right.
So Kyrie wanted to get out because he didn't want to play with LeBron anymore.
Right, exactly.
Fucked up.
Right, yeah. He's trying to kiss his ass.
Yeah, get some drama going
right,
too.
Exactly.
I don't know if you guys out there, if you guys saw the All-Star jerseys.
I think they're pretty cool.
They're nice.
Pretty cool.
One, they're Jordan brand.
Which
so it has the Jordan logo,
which is cool. Right.
And two, it's different because there's no more East versus West.
Exactly.
So it's a whole new.
It just has the team logo, like you
said,
right?
The team logo,
which is cool.
The ones that we saw, one was white and the other one was black. I thought they were cool. I mean,
I thought they looked cool too.
It doesn't pop, like the colors don't pop.
No, but it's different.
I like it.
Yeah, it's different
compared to all the All-Star jerseys, how they're like multicolored and everything.
Remember how some of those Jordan years, they had some interesting looking ones in.
Yes, like weird ass colors.
Yeah, they did.
So let's move on to the NHL. Mm-hmm. So we don't have too much. Again, as we always say, the Hawks still suck.
Blackhawks still suck.
And they suck and suck. Corey Crawford was taken out. They said he possibly could have been out for this season. He might come back now.
Okay.
They're blaming it on vertigo.
We need him, right?
They need help.
Right.
I don't know if they need him, but they need help. They were blaming his injury on vertigo.
Okay.
But most likely it's because of a concussion. But who knows? Because, dude, I don't know if I know you don't follow hockey as much.
Yeah.
But Crawford's been getting hurt every year. One time he got hurt at a concert. Another one he got hurt. I forget what happened, but there were like bogus injuries that he's.
Yeah, so it's just like random, non-sports related is what you're saying. Injuries, okay.
Yeah, I know this one
that's kind of weird, right?
Yeah, it is hockey related.
Yeah.
But they keep lying about.
But it's
what
not
injury
always like right. It's not. It's just.
They'll tell the truth.
Yeah.
So I don't know what's going on with that.
So maybe that is like vertigo, like you said. Maybe they're just trying not to get it fully out there.
Yeah.
Whatever. Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah.
But the All-Star game is this weekend. It's the 27th, 28th. We only have Patrick Kane going. Last year we had like 4 or 5 people going.
Right. Yeah, how many, right?
Yeah, but they suck so bad right now.
I mean, I don't know if it's one of those things like, do you think that and I know all you out there are not Blackhawks fans like JJ and I are, but you think it's one of those things that they had all these like great years, and then is it just because they're just getting a year older again, right?
I mean, they're still young though.
They are, but
they're not old. It's just
right.
I don't know.
But compared to other teams, are they just like maybe a step slower now, or or do they have more of a blueprint for the Hawks? I don't really know.
They probably have more of a blueprint, but they just need something. I don't know if just the team is just getting old, even though they're not old. I don't know. Just because each year it kept getting worse and worse for them. I mean, now it's really bad.
Right.
So they need something to spark them. Give them a spark.
Last playoffs, they're knocked out in the first round, right?
First round. I think they got swept, right?
By Nashville, right?
Yeah, they got swept out of that.
I know Nashville has like I think veterans and young guys, but they were just that much better than
more.
Right. So it's that hunger, right?
Yeah, and I don't think the Hawks have had that for the past 2-3 seasons.
Yeah.
Something like that. So I don't.
Since like probably since their last Stanley Cup, right? So
right. You're probably gonna see if they don't make the playoffs, you're gonna see some big changes.
There's gonna be some changes. Yeah.
I don't know if that means Kane and Taves. One of the because Taves is doing shit this year too.
Coach Q maybe or not that far. You think could? Yeah.
Last year they fired that Mike Kittredge guy or something, whatever his name was. They fired him.
Sounds good.
Yeah. So
sounds good.
I don't know. All I know is that they got one half the season left. If they don't do anything, I think big changes are going to come.
Like you said, they're going to.
Yeah. Something, I don't know.
Ship some out, right?
Yep. They got to do something. Let's move on to the MLB. Not really much big news here. You had the Cubbies convention that happened January 12th to the 14th. Nothing really big. No big signings for them during the convention or anything.
Which is usually when something happens, right? Yeah. I mean, I thought that would be the time that they would, and you all know that I'm the Sox fan, JJ's the Cubs fan, but I mean, I really thought that the Cubs were going to do something that, during that weekend, because that's, like you said, that's when they do certain things like that, but I was waiting to hear something and nothing ever happened. So
nothing happened there. Yeah. They have Andre Dawson. He's back with the organization.
Hawkman,
gotta have him back.
You know what?
Because of Jeter.
I do like him though, man. I mean, he was a great player. Always played hard, so good guy for real. Good guy. You got
to thank Jeter for that because he got rid of all those guys on the Marlins.
Yeah, I think he got rid of everybody. So
stupid, man. Then you also had during the convention, I think someone asked them about Sammy Sosa or Tom Ricketts. Either just mentioned it.
Yeah.
But they said that they would welcome Sammy Sosa back if he came clean about the use or not use of PEDs or PEDs, whatever you call them.
Yeah.
I don't know what to think about that. Because the last game he was here with the Cubs,
right?
He blamed his back problems on sneezing, and he didn't even show up or something like that.
Right.
So
I mean, I don't see him coming clean about it because I think he just is kind of just out.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, when was the last time that we saw him? Right.
Fuck, I don't know.
Right.
Man. I think he's
right?
like white as powder now too. Did you ever see him? Like pictures of him?
I have, but
they bleached or something.
See, but now I'm starting to have this other opinion about like. Is that just someone just goofing around and
it could be
right?
Yeah,
I mean,
it could be.
I just don't see. I mean, a guy that was a superstar,
dude,
Major League, right?
Slamming Sammy, man.
That's what I mean. I just don't know if
awesome.
that's yeah. I mean, because it was just like a close up picture, right? And,
yeah.
I mean, it's not like they had like a video of him walking around or whatever. It was.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a picture of I think someone was just tampering with that, but that's just what I think. And again, I mean, I wasn't always obviously a huge fan of his. I mean, but but
he wasn't the White Sox.
Yeah, but that's when he was like 170 pounds and,
and like doing nothing.
And nothing, right.
Yeah. he had a few home runs though, I think. So they got the Sox Fest going on. It's this weekend, the 26th to the 28th.
They didn't do shit either. So.
Yeah, have you heard anything?
I haven't heard a word. No.
Nothing.
No.
Yeah, I don't. Have you ever been to any of those conventions?
I was at the Sox Fest when I was like, growing up. Probably when I was like 6 or 7.
Oh wow.
I actually went to a Cubs convention.
What?
Well, because my grandpa was a big Cubs fan. So I mean, I didn't know any better. So I mean,
traitor, dude.
But it was cool though. I mean,
yeah, I see all the players and everything.
I do still have a signed ball by I don't know if you remember this picture, Mike Harkey.
No. From way back, all I remember is like Maddox, Sutcliffe.
So this is like in the 80s. Yeah. I mean that's one guy's the autograph I wish was Maddox and Sutcliffe, man, would have been awesome.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, then I went to the Sox Fest probably, I don't know, probably 15, 20 years ago, and it's just not worth it. I think it's stupid, Well,
all you do is what? You just listen to players, meet them too if you wait in line?
Well, yeah, but I mean, you're waiting in line for like,
hours, right? Just to get an autograph or something like that?
Yeah, like a good I mean, it's like going to like Great America or Disney World. I mean, you're waiting like an hour and a half, 2 hours, like just to get like your bat signed by somebody. Yeah. But so the thing is that like at the same exact time, like they'll have 2-star players, like at the same time.
Oh, so you can't really get both of them.
But at different tables.
Oh, that sucks.
Yes, that's what I mean. So it's like like no matter what, like you're getting one good player, but then like there's like 1 or 2 more shitty guys sitting with the star players. So like, and you can't be rude and be like,
oh, you suck. I don't want to go with you.
Yeah, like I want your autograph, but but I want but I don't want yours. I mean, so you can't do that. So it's but anyways, it's not worth it. So
yeah, I'll pass. Yeah. I've never done any of those conventions.
Yeah. It's pretty stupid. So
yeah. So there's one big free agent that's out there.
Mm-hmm. Still,
Yu Darvish.
He's still sitting there.
He's still sitting there.
Well, that's why I thought that the Cubs were gonna
supposedly
announce, right?
They were saying, that's what I thought too. But there are reports that he was gonna let everyone know who he was gonna sign with this week. Mm-hmm. It's already Friday night.
It's pretty much end of the week, right?
Yeah. So
almost. Right?
The teams that were left were Rangers, Yankees, Astros, Cubbies, and the Twins. We hear news from the Cubs that they signed his personal catcher from Texas.
That's pretty damn good sign.
They signed to a minor league deal.
Okay.
And he's been with Yu Darvish in Texas.
Okay.
After he had his Tommy John surgery.
Okay.
He helped him out. I think Yu Darvish even got him signed with Rangers before or something like that.
Okay.
So he's like.
But that's a good sign.
Right.
Right. Obviously.
So if they signed him, hoping that they're gonna announce it, maybe.
Yeah.
That say that Yu Darvish chooses the Cubs.
Maybe they're figuring out the money.
Right.
Possibly right.
The years.
Right now.
They're saying that Yu Darvish is okay with like the 4 or 5 year contract.
Yeah.
Unlike Jake Arrieta, and he's not even signed yet either.
I don't think he's either, right?
Yeah. Did you hear the one thing or the one topic where you know how there's a lot of free agents out there still, right? Mm-hmm. They're gonna start their own.
There are
spring training.
Manny Machado is still up. Is still out there. Yeah.
Yeah, they're all they're gonna start their spring training all together.
Really?
Yeah, because otherwise they can't play with the team because they're a free agent.
Yeah,
so they don't want to be behind.
Yeah,
if they get signed or get.
So they just want to make sure that they're going to be up to par on their training and right, exactly. Yep. That's smart.
Speaking of damn, why can't I talk today, dude? Speaking of spring training,
that's usually me, by the way.
Right?
That I can't talk.
Damn it, dude! It's been a while. We haven't been on since like the first week. Tim Tebow.
Oh God.
The best baseball player out there.
Oh,
He's
God.
been invited to the New York Mets spring training camp.
I'm sorry, but he just looks so awkward out there.
He does
when he's out there.
But you know why they're you know why.
It's just to draw fans, right?
Right, draw fans.
Of course.
Money too.
Of course. Of course it is.
But he's actually going to be in the actual MLB
in the Mets,
spring training.
Right, the Mets.
Not the minor leagues, but the actual fucking spring training.
The actual spring training, which is crazy.
Yeah,
right?
I'm like, wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So he'll be on ESPN every day.
He'll be on ESPN.
He'll be on the MLB Network like every day. They'll probably be talking to him. It's like, he's been doing well. I mean, I'm not currently right now because college football's over. I mean, but during the college football season, he was doing his analyst work. So I don't know. Yeah. I don't know how he's working in his baseball workouts, but he must be getting in there, man. So
somehow,
whatever. Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know.
But I think he should just fall. I think he's just fine with being a college football analyst. I don't think he needs to try to get to the MLB.
He's not going to make it.
Yeah,
he will not make it.
He's not. It's too. He's too far removed from that.
Yeah.
From a sport like that. It's a tough. Obviously, any sport's tough, and so. It's
baseball especially when he's what 30, over 30 now.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah, 30 plus. So yeah.
What else we got? We got the Hall of Fame class 2018 was released. They got pretty good players on here.
They all deserve. Yeah.
Yeah. Want to name them?
Chipper Jones, Jim Thome, Vlad Guerrero, and Trevor Hoffman. I mean, all obviously Chipper Jones, really easy one.
Atlanta, yeah. Who do you think Thome's gonna?
Jim Thome, really easy one. I mean,
what's he gonna wear? Philly, Cleveland, White Sox? Not White Sox. I don't think he'll wear the White Sox. That's for sure. It's between Philly and Cleveland, right?
That's a tough one. I don't know. I'll just say probably Cleveland.
That's
right? I mean, yeah. I mean,
Cleveland.
But he had a lot of good years with the Phillies too. So I don't.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if you could kind of.
You can't do half and half.
No, you can't.
You can do what Maddox did and do a blank hat.
Yeah.
He wanted Atlanta and the Cubs.
Yeah.
But he did.
So maybe
blank.
I mean, so maybe he'll do that out of respect. I mean, because especially Thome. I mean, Tome's definitely that guy he's a good guy.
Yeah.
Very soft spoken. So I would bet that he's probably gonna do probably the Greg Maddox way.
Blank.
I mean, I don't think he could say that he had better years with Cleveland than Phillies or the other way around. I mean, but he was definitely deserved. But some writers said that they were surprised that he got that high a percentage. But again,
it's his first time on the ballot too.
Right, exactly. So I guess that they and not that it even matters, what I mean. But like some guys thought that he should have only been in the 80 percentile, but I think he got like a 90 or 91%.
He was good. He was decent.
Well, he still had 600 plus home runs.
Yeah.
He wasn't on the PED list, so it's like, you know what?
For now.
Right, exactly. For now, since the stuff always comes out, 10 years later stuff comes out. But yeah, I mean, again, he's just a good all around player. And then obviously, you know how Vlad is.
Yeah.
I mean, Vlad's that free swinging guy. Now, was this second ballot or?
Either first or second.
Okay. I mean,
I think it was his first actually.
And I don't know why, but I mean, I kind of thought that maybe it would take him a couple more years. Maybe.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I'm not saying that he wasn't. I mean, he was a good player, but I didn't think he was. I wouldn't put him in the same sentence as Chipper Jones and Jim Thome though, but. Right?
I don't think
I right. So.
But yeah, he's gonna wear Angels.
Angels, yeah.
I thought he was gonna pick Montreal.
Yeah, well, just because that's where he started.
And he was good on there too.
He was.
Ah, man. One quick question I have for you though. So people who took PEDs, like Sosa, Bonds,
Clemens, and a lot of other guys. Right?
What's your take? Yeah, what's your take on being inducted into the Hall? Should they or should they not?
I mean, you and I have discussed this many times, and I mean, I go both ways on it. It's like,
so you're okay if like Clemens made it or Barry Bonds made it.
I mean,
because he didn't use PEDs his whole career, supposedly.
Right. I mean,
half of it's cheating, half of it's not.
It is, and that's the hard part. It's like, and like it's tough just to discuss it like on just on our podcast because and again, I think you and I could.
You can talk for forever.
We could discuss this for a long time, but I think it's I mean, just like you said, I guess like my Pete Rose rule in a way. I mean, okay, like Pete Rose cheated when he was a coach, like because
and a player too, didn't he? Supposedly, well, he didn't really say anything about that as a player
because like he was gambling on baseball.
Yeah.
And so but my whole thing is that he was a Hall of Fame player though.
Right.
So he should get in, but then I understand the reasoning is like he cheated on baseball. But he was a coach, and it's like so then I go back to the thing with and I know we always say Clemens and Bonds, but that's just because they're two of the best of all time. Right. Even on the Pirates, Bonds,
he was still good.
I think Bonds won at least 2 MVPs on the Pirates.
Yeah.
Possibly 3. I don't really know that for sure.
He was skinny too.
Right. Well, exactly. But whatever went through his mind of why he did, well, not proven, but we know that he did what he did. Right. Exactly. But he was still one of the best players of all time, even without that. Or he was gonna be. But then I think like once he saw like McGwire and Sosa have getting 60, 70 home runs, like I think he
try it.
Well, right. I think he wanted to be a part of that. So obviously it was a bad choice, and again he was never guilty, but. And then the same for Clemens. Clemens already had Cy Youngs.
Yeah.
He was already the best player of all time, but it's like I don't know. If they got in, do they deserve it? Yes, they deserve it because how many guys are on that list? There's hundreds of guys on that list. So it's like what? But either you're gonna do it or you don't. Like you can't start letting guys in. I know we said that Piazza.
Pudge, you said. And
Pudge got in. Now I don't know what list they were on, but we did hear their names around like in that same sense as PEDs. But again though, but their names weren't as high like as like on a pedestal like with Clemens and
like Sosa and all them. Yeah.
And like A-Rod and their names were up there.
Yeah.
But Piazza and Pudge still got in. So it's just one of those things that...
And plus, it's the people who vote, too.
Right, exactly.
It's like, if they don't like you, then for sure you're not going to get in.
Right, exactly.
Even though you use PDs or not or anything like that. So.
Exactly. Yeah, so it's like next year, like, I know A-Rod and Andy Pettitte, I think next year or in a couple years, like, their names are going to start going to ballots, So it's like, okay, like, if those two get in, then... Especially because
if A-Rod gets in,
right, exactly. Well, yeah, then you have to let Clemens and Bonds in. You just have to. So it's like, do you have to take it? I know I blabbed on a lot, but do you have to take it? Like,
I don't know.
You're not wrong. You're not right.
Right,
for real, it's just it sucks, but right.
I think I don't know. I think if you cheated,
you shouldn't be in.
You shouldn't be on it.
Right, exactly.
Like you shouldn't be on it. And
right.
Yeah, that's my take. If you cheat. No.
Right.
I don't care like how good you are. If you're like Roger Clemens,
even if you're not guilty, right?
Right. Same with Barry Bonds. If you were good in the beginning, and then you took steroids or anything after like the second half of your career,
right?
It's still cheating, dude.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Of course it is. And that's why I have such a hard time with it because it's like they're such great players.
Yeah.
But why did you have to go to that next level?
Right.
And just.
And plus, like no one really cared about it.
You were already there,
right?
Right. You were already a Hall of Famer. Yeah. Like, you had that stature, but then again, you saw these other guys doing this unbelievable stuff. So, but why did you have to get to that? I just don't. I don't know.
I don't get it. I don't.
Like, why even try to ruin your career? And they did.
Well, because at the time, that era, no one really checked for steroids until someone's like, "Hey,
you're right, they didn't, right?
You need to check this because they're hitting all these home runs and everything,
exactly,
and whatever else is going on."
But again, it's such a hard topic to talk about because because you can go both ways about it, and like you said, yes, if you cheated but you're not found guilty, but that they took them just because of the size of them, and it's just it's
not like it's not genuine if you're in the Hall of Fame.
No, it's not.
You're good because of steroids or something like that,
Still tarnished.
We can do like a whole episode on that.
We sure could, man. We could go through all the books that were written about these guys and all the lists that they were on, and it's just Anyways, let's move on.
We'll move on.
We'll move on.
We'll go to the NFL. We'll jump over. I talked about this a little bit with Bug when she was here because you were out. But John Gruden get the 10-year.
That's awesome.
10-year.
That's awesome guy
for $100 million.
But that's an awesome guy, though, isn't it?
It's awesome, but Jesus, awesome. Dude, $100 million.
10 years, $100 million, right?
He's making insane? More than like Brady. More than like. And what does he do? He's just a coach.
He's not
on the fucking field.
they love him, I guess, right?
Yeah, I mean, would you love him for $100 million?
No, but did you see the owner, by the way? Did you see like he's got a rug, man?
Dude,
He's
that
got a
guy.
rug.
Do you see his hair?
Oh, well, that's what I mean.
Yeah,
like his rug.
yeah. Oh,
I mean, he's a rich guy, but
yeah,
right?
I don't know. If you're rich, you gotta have a stylist.
That's Al
that
Davis's.
hair is fucked up.
That's Al Davis' son, right?
Yes, I think so.
Right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes.
Fuck it. If you have that money,
I mean,
if you have a mohawk or whatever,
well,
no one cares.
Right,
you have all that
exactly.
money anyway, you know.
Yeah. But you know what? I mean, but he must believe in him, and I mean,
they got to for paying him that much money.
Right. I mean, it is the Raiders though, so I mean,
yeah.
But the Raiders got some players though. I mean,
they do.
Yeah. So maybe they just really.
I mean, they got Derek Carr or Derek Carr or David.
Derek.
Carr? Derek.
David was the one that's out of the NFL.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Oh, that's right. Yeah, he was with the Texans, wasn't he?
Yes, he was. Yeah.
So you got Gruden. I think he can help Carr.
Yeah.
You know, he helped Rich Gannon a long time ago.
Yeah, that's true.
We'll see what happens with that, but
he's got some good receivers.
I
don't know if Marshawn is still going to be there.
Yeah. What
but,
about Beast Mode? You think he'll play anymore? Or?
I mean, why not? You know, right?
If it was Gruden, I'd try to keep him, man.
Oh,
he's
of course. And he's got Crabtree, Cooper.
Yeah.
Then he's got Mack on the defensive side. I mean, I mean, he's got some other guys that just
they got potential.
Yeah, they do. They do.
You know? So we're going on to our team, the Chicago Bears. They hired Matt Nagy, who was from
Kansas City. Yep.
A disciple of Andy Reid.
So
hopefully we'll do good, but
hopefully, yeah.
They hired him. They're filling out their coaching staff right now. I think they got most of everyone. They got the special teams
coach,
like it. Offensive coach. They kept Vic Fangio.
Yep.
I don't know.
Did a good job.
Yeah. The guy for their offensive coordinator was, Oregon, I think. Oregon State or Oregon, whatever.
I think so. I think it was Oregon, right? Yeah.
Yeah, they got the offensive coordinator from there. So, I don't know. I hope they do good.
Let's see how it turns out, right?
Yeah.
I mean, they just need someone just to work with Mitch and...
Yeah, and get players. Players. So, it's all on, what's his face? Ryan Pace now.
Yeah.
Get him the players.
Yep.
Then let Matt Nagy and the coaching staff take over from there.
You gotta get some receivers. I'm sorry. I mean,
yes.
I mean, I'm not saying like you have to do the draft. Obviously, White still hasn't panned out. I mean, which
and they're still gonna probably keep him for next year.
Yeah, I know. I mean, and from what I've heard, there's not unfortunately for the Bears, there's not a big free agent market for good wide receivers. Supposedly they said. So it's like, God, I mean, like out of all years, right? But you got to get some receivers in there because you know what, your quarterback is only as good as his route runners are, right?
Right. Yeah. And the players around him.
Yeah. I mean, you got to find somebody. I don't know if you got to trade or. I don't know.
Who do you trade for?
I don't know. I mean, could you trade your draft pick? I don't really know. I mean, you
could.
But they need that
they
too.
Did that already.
I understand, right? Yeah, that's what I mean. I mean, and they need that too. But it's like, but they have two good running backs right now.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, their defense is pretty solid. Like they probably.
I think they got.
Yeah.
You know.
Right. But you gotta get someone to throw to. So I mean, but that's just me though. So
I think that's the only hole they have is the wide receivers, pretty much.
Yeah.
And a coach that knows how to use their
right.
players.
Well, that's the other part, right? Yeah. I mean, for Trubisky to kind of move on, he's got to have some like one elite receiver to to pass to. So I mean, but that's
well, he's got a good coach now because look what he did with Alex Smith.
Right. Yeah.
You know, Matt Nagy did pretty good with Alex Smith. So
Alex Smith had a great year.
Yeah.
You know.
So hopefully that comes out. That happens with what's his face, Trubisky.
Yeah.
And if it doesn't, another coach. you know.
And it's more Bears losing seasons.
Oh my God!
Right, for us.
Can't take it anymore. The one guy that I loved on the Bears, Tariq Cohen. ESPN named him NFC Rookie of the Year. NFC North Rookie of the Year.
That was your guy all year, man, by the way.
But fucking John Fox, they didn't know how to fucking use him.
No.
They used him in like 4 straight games and they did good.
Yeah, it was
left him
brutal,
alone for 7 games.
And I just don't know, how do you not figure out how to use a guy like that?
Right?
Who is just faster than everyone on the field. I mean, he's small, so you can hide him.
You can hide him, put him in the slot, do whatever you want to do with him. But they didn't know how to use the guy.
No, I just don't know how you could. Exactly what you said. The slot all game with him, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Slot
all game.
Hopefully the new offensive coordinator knows how to use it. Right. Speaking of offensive coordinators, you got Todd Haley, who was with the Steelers for 8 years, I think, or 8 seasons?
Right.
They let him go.
Yeah.
They let him go, and then he got picked up by the Browns.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Who's the Browns QB?
Kaiser was most of the season.
But he got hurt though, didn't he?
Deshaun Kaiser.
And he was good, wasn't he? Or no, it was Watson that was good.
Yeah,
Watson.
and the Texans, but yeah, I mean, it's the Browns, right? But I mean,
they'll probably get a good quarterback, maybe.
Yeah.
But there is no quarterbacks, right, besides that Mayfield guy. But people say he's not that good either.
No, I don't think he's an NFL quarterback. I mean, but like, they said Josh Rosen from UCLA, and Sam Darnold from USC. I don't know why I can't think of him. I'm like, yeah, from USC. But I think it sounds like the Browns are probably gonna go with Darnold because I think Josh Rosen from UCLA said that he kind of denied the Browns and just said like he wanted to play for them. Exactly.
He wants to play for whatever team.
How many freaking quarterbacks can you go through before you can?
Oh my god.
I mean,
I think they're.
But then can I tell you something though? Right? I mean, like they've gotten a lot of good. They've drafted a lot of good quarterbacks.
Well, besides Manziel.
Right. Well, yeah. Obviously, yeah. I mean, obviously he was a bust, and I mean. But they've drafted some pretty solid quarterbacks. Yeah. They've gotten some in free agency, and none of them ever work out. So doesn't that kind of tell us? Right, exactly. Is it the coach? Them. And they also can't just keep anybody. So I don't know. I mean, besides Josh Gordon on that offense, I mean, they don't have it. Yeah.
That's it. That's even if
that's pretty much it, right?
He plays the whole year.
Right.
Who knows? He might violate the,
again.
Substance abuse again.
He might want to smoke some doobies again.
Josh Gordon's out again.
Yeah, again. Yeah, I know, but I mean, but he's a talented player though. So
he is though.
Right,
he is.
Right.
Speaking of someone who got busted, Robbie. Oh God, what's his name? The guy from the Jets. He was like a fantasy pickup on the waiver wire. He was a receiver. God, I forgot his name.
Curly.
Robbie something, right?
Oh, Anderson.
Robbie Anderson.
Is it Anderson?
Yeah, because he was good.
Oh.
He got busted.
No shit.
Yeah, he was he was caught speeding, I think, in Miami. And then he was doing like...
Was he going like over 100, I think?
Yeah, I think so.
I think I heard about this.
And then he was like fighting with the cops. So he might be done for the season too. And he was going to be my keeper for fantasy.
These guys are unbelievable.
Dude, they're stupid. They make all this fucking money, dude. Yeah, they ruin my fantasy
Yeah, don't they ruin
now.
our years?
God, dude. All right. So let's do this quick follow-up.
Yeah.
So the last episode we did with Bug, we did our bracket picks. Let's quickly go through that before we get to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And our
picks
or whatever. But for right now, we had almost every bracket wrong. Except for...
How many teams did we get in the Final Four, by the way? One?
Dude, we only got New England in the final. That's it. Everyone else...
And Bug had nobody, right? In the Final Four?
No, Bug had no one.
In the Final Four, okay.
Yeah, so you and I...
We're pretty sad.
We had New England.
Yeah.
Winning it all.
Right.
After that, we had really no one. No one made it.
Did we both chose the Rams, right? And
we both chose the Rams
to play the Patriots, right?
All of us did the Rams. I think Bug did New Orleans.
Okay, I was actually debating with them too, and that obviously.
But it still wouldn't have worked anyway.
It wouldn't have went anyway. I know.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
So, points wise, Gimpy is up four right choices, I guess.
Yeah.
You want to say?
I have 4. I had that many right choices.
Yeah, that many. Yeah, I don't understand how you.
I didn't think I had that many.
And then I had 3, and Bug is at 2, and she will stay at 2 because she has no one else.
It's pretty pathetic, by the way.
It's horrible.
I'm just gonna throw it out there.
Dude, I mean, like, come on, you got Kansas City losing to Tennessee.
I mean,
who would have thought that?
Who would have thought that one, right?
Jacksonville beat Pittsburgh. I didn't see that.
Yeah, I mean, but then watching Jacksonville move on, I was impressed.
They should have won all the way.
I was impressed. I mean, they had that game, by the way.
We'll talk about that.
Yeah, we will. We'll go back to that. But they,
that is crazy.
Yeah, it was.
And then you had, everyone had New Orleans, but
the Falcons lost to
Falcons beat Rams.
Right.
And we thought the Rams would go.
I mean, well, the Rams were probably the number one offense, weren't they? And they just looked horrible.
Yep.
I mean, that was a horrible game to watch, actually.
Yeah, it was a crazy. Crazy
playoffs, right? Yeah, crazy playoffs.
So everything that you thought would go didn't.
Nothing went that way. No.
So
nothing at all.
The only thing that'll go the NFL's way and everyone's way is New England's
right.
way. So
it's just kind of it's kind of like a given, I guess.
Yeah. But like I want to talk about really quick the games. Like a lot of the games were nuts.
Yeah.
The first few rounds, the wild cards, they were okay.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
Then you got the AFC divisional playoffs. Those were those were good because you had Jacksonville Steelers.
Yeah.
I didn't think Steelers would have lost that game.
No.
That was really good.
No, that was a good game.
Who else you had? Casey was close. No, they got blown out, I think, didn't they? Casey in New England?
They did, I think, right? Yeah.
No, it was Tennessee and New England. Sorry, not Casey and New England.
Well, yeah, I mean, like, it was a game for, what, like a quarter?
Like a quarter, and then they lost.
And then New England just kind of took over. And
yeah. And then who was it? Philly and New Orleans, right?
Or Philly and Falcons. Who was it?
I don't even know, dude.
Shit.
No, it was Minnesota and Atlanta.
You're right.
Right? I don't
know.
We'll edit this out if you're right.
So, okay, let's get this straight. So, Philly and Atlanta, correct?
Philly and Atlanta,
yes. Because that was a pretty shitty game. What was it like? I think actually didn't Philly only score like 10 points? I think
so.
But was it like 10
anyway,
to? Yeah.
Like
so
10 to. Was it like 13-10 or something?
It was a really low scoring game.
Yeah.
I was actually surprised. Actually, I mean, I know it was an outdoor game for Atlanta, but I kind of thought that the Falcons were just going to kind of that.
I thought they would walk away with that.
Well, yeah, I mean, that they would eventually figure it out, and I mean, just the experience. You know, I kind of thought that they would come away with the game, and they just couldn't figure out that defense. So right.
Shit,
I know.
They surprised the hell out of me.
Yeah, they did.
I don't know. Then what else we had?
The Vikings and Saints.
Vikings and Saints. That was crazy.
That was actually an awesome game.
Like the Vikings shouldn't have made that.
No.
That one guy should have just tackled the guy.
And you and I were texting
He should have just fucking tackled him.
And you and I texted during the game, and we're like, oh my god.
Yeah. That's what happens when you try to like take his legs out while he's jumping and you miss.
I just didn't. The only thing I could think of, and I know that some of the defensive analysts like out there after the game, a lot of them were kind of saying, I don't think they were just sticking up for the guy, but
they're probably laughing in their heads.
Probably. But I think they were saying that the problem was that they think that he was trying to avoid like the interference call in case Diggs didn't catch that. I guess.
He was fine though because
he was
still running to him. He was catching it. But there was no pass interference on that one.
What I don't get, and what I haven't heard discussed. I mean, there's a lot of radio shows, so I don't know what was discussed. I don't know why he didn't go high on Diggs.
Right?
Because obviously, if you're trying to pop up the ball, you're going high.
Yeah.
And if you tackle him, I was tackling him inbounds, the game was over.
Game's done.
So it's like, no matter what, you should have been going high on him, and I don't know why.
Yeah, right? It's either that or he's jumping.
Yes.
Wait for him to catch it. You grab him.
Yeah,
and you just throw him down.
It's done.
It's
right?
over.
It's done. But give props to Diggs though for I don't know how he stayed in bounds on that.
Yeah.
I mean, because like he caught it.
And when he turned around.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know how he kept his balance. See, but then again, though, when the Saints had the ball, I think it was 3rd and 1. I think it was. And then they get the first down. Because if the Saints got the first down, on their offensive possession, then the game was over.
Yep.
So so there's always other things, you know what I mean? But I know you can always blame that one play, but I mean,
mostly like.
But it was crazy though, yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
just that one play at least.
It shouldn't. I mean, it really is a game of inches, right?
Oh my god,
I mean,
that was it right
crazy.
there.
It's crazy, but I mean, it was probably one of the craziest endings I've ever seen to a game, right?
Yeah.
It was awesome.
I thought they were done.
Oh, it was over. I mean, it was over, right? It was over. Yeah.
We'll move on to the championship games then. Those are crazy too.
Yes.
Oh well, not really, except for the Vikings and Eagles. That was a horrible game. I don't know what happened to the Vikings.
I don't.
They didn't show up, so that's all I can say about them.
Their defense wasn't there.
Nothing was there.
I don't know if Keesum. I'm starting to turn like you right now. I don't know if Keenum started just pressing his throws just because they were down by so much. I don't know. I mean, it didn't matter anyway because their defense just looked horrible, right? I mean, like,
would it matter? I
mean,
think.
How many big throws did the Eagles have that game? I mean,
tons.
Yeah, I mean, just too many big plays for them that they had, and it got out of reach really quick, and I think that was it. Yeah. So. I mean, they look great.
So Eagles are moving on to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, which nobody expected that.
I didn't. I didn't expect them to win the first round.
No,
or whatever round that they were playing.
Well, I mean, not with the backup quarterback who was almost out of the NFL, right?
No, and now he's good.
Yeah, he's kind of back now.
I mean, he wasn't bad to begin with.
No, he wasn't.
Good when he was a starter too.
Yeah.
But it's like, geez, man.
But he fell behind Wentz, and that was it. You know? So yeah.
I was like, wow. And then you got the Jags versus the Pats.
That was a good game.
That was,
by the way,
excellent game.
I mean, that was probably one of the first times that when I was watching the game and how good Jacksonville looked.
Yeah.
I thought they were just going to take away with it, and I think that they kind of, I don't know what you thought, but I kind of thought that they started, what you can't do against the Patriot. See, I'm fucking up now. Yeah. So, I don't know what you thought, but I don't know if they kind of, took off that accelerator, and you can't do that against Belichick ever.
No,
and
dude.
Brady.
You know what happened?
Right? Huh.
Fucking refs.
It's fixed.
It's fixed.
It's fixed.
Come on.
Yeah.
So
it's crazy.
Let's talk about this.
Uh-huh.
How many penalties did New England get? How many?
Probably not many. Right?
One.
The whole game?
One.
Or second half?
No, the whole game.
The whole game.
When was the last time an NFL team only had one penalty?
I mean, there's holding on almost every play, right?
Yeah. They didn't catch it.
I mean, almost, right?
Yeah. So the last game where a team only had one penalty, New England.
Right.
In a playoff game.
So they just...
Same thing.
Yeah.
And then you have that pass interference call on the Jags that totally changed the outcome of that game.
Oh, that was a huge call, right? That was a huge call.
Yeah. And
huge call.
You had, at the very end of the game, who did the referees congratulate?
The Patriots, right?
Yeah, Brady.
Right. Oh, Brady. Right.
You don't see that.
No.
That was the first people or person or whoever that they congratulated was Brady. They're all in it, dude.
And I mean, I could totally kind of see it that way, like just like you said, because I mean, like you hate to think like that, but think about it. If you have Jacksonville in a Super Bowl versus
or the Vikings.
Well, yeah, I mean, like because it was the first game, so no matter who it was gonna be Jacksonville versus a backup quarterback. No matter who
There's
you
no
had,
star
right?
power.
Right. So I could see how they kind of let the Patriots kind of have their way.
Yeah, it sucks.
I mean,
because you have the drama of what's his face of Patriots.
Yeah.
You have that whatever like something's going on in the Patriots with Kraft, Belichick, and Brady.
Right.
So they want that drama because if New England wins,
right,
what's gonna happen?
They keep talking about it, right?
They're gonna keep talking about it. But like you're saying, you have Jacksonville versus Vikings, Jacksonville versus Eagles.
Right.
There's no drama there.
There's nothing.
There's nothing there. But I want the best teams in there. Not
of course.
Not one that the NFL and
White wants in there, right? Exactly.
It's just I don't know.
Yeah.
But I know on our brackets we had New England going all the way.
Yeah. Well, but
I still feel the same.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's just because you just can never count them out.
Yeah.
I mean, they just. I mean, obviously, they were down by what? Like, was it a few touchdowns at halftime?
Like 14 or 20 points or something like that.
Yeah, like I forgot if it was 24-10 at half or if it was
something like that.
Or if it was 24-3 at half. I kind of forgot, but they. I mean, again, the penalty thing is a huge thing.
Yeah.
I mean that's huge right there. But they still did what they do. I mean, they still.
Well, the one thing too, they had their opportunity.
Yeah.
It was wasn't it like 3rd and 10?
Yeah.
Patriots had the ball. All they had to do was stop them.
I want to say it was like wasn't it 3rd and 18 actually?
Something like that, yeah. Like,
or was it 2nd and 18 because they had a big penalty?
All they had to do was stop them.
Yeah, no, I just don't know. Like,
and they could have had another chance.
You got to end them, right? And I don't know what the word for it is though, but like you cannot play conservative with them ever.
Yeah, no.
Because Belichick does not want to beat you by 10. He wants to beat you by 30.
To kill you.
Right? Yeah. I mean that's just who he is. So, and I just it'd be cool to see the Eagles win, but it's just
for me,
yeah, it'd be cool.
I hate the Philadelphia fans. Did you see all the shit that they were doing?
No.
Like they were throwing beer bottles, beer cans at Vikings fans just walking to the stadium. They're causing all this like stupid trouble. They're hitting horses. Some guy hit a horse.
Why can't you root for who you root for, right?
Right.
And I don't understand.
Or
at
least like yell at them or something, but don't throw beer at them.
I didn't know that.
It's like,
I didn't know that.
Supposedly they have one of the worst fans, so that's the one reason why
I've heard that.
I don't want to root for Philly because of all those fans.
Yeah.
There are good fans out there.
There are.
It's just the ones that are bad and they show.
But there's some that
they ruin it.
Yeah, there's some that ruin it for right.
Like they don't deserve to win it. Like a championship.
Not like that. Right? Yeah.
One thing too is that if the Patriots end up winning.
Yeah.
Everyone's leaving almost.
Yeah,
you got the defensive coach Matt Patricia. He's leaving.
Yep.
Josh McDaniels is leaving.
Looks like the Colts. Right.
I think he's going to the Colts.
Looks like head coach of the Colts.
Yep.
I think it is. I think it is second interview.
I think so. Yeah.
Right today. I think he had it or whatever. Yeah.
So is Belichick going to leave?
Going too, and
because
Brady's gone if. Belichick
I don't know
goes,
because wasn't that the whole what do you call it? Drama was that Robert Kraft and Brady thought that they can do it. That they were the masterminds of the whole thing. Mm-hmm. So is this Belichick's plan?
Looks like it.
To leave him and then see what happens if they can win without him now.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So I don't know. We'll see what happens with that.
But if I'm Brady,
dude, you're fine.
What do you have left to prove, though?
Nothing.
Right?
Nothing.
Just
unless you can prove that
if you win now, just be done, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
and on a good note, you know.
He got through Deflategate.
Yeah.
He proved everyone wrong last year by beating Atlanta. So it's like, you know what? Just like you said, I mean, there's nothing to prove. I mean, I don't see anyone ever catching him. I know it's always possible, but it's not impossible to.
What's that noise? Is that my chair?
Probably.
Yeah.
You do some weird things over there.
Yeah, right. So I don't know. We'll see what happens with that. Mm-hmm. Anything else on the Super Bowl or anything you got, or on anyone else?
Does Giselle want? Brady?
Oh yes, yeah.
Does she want her husband to retire?
Yeah, I saw the report too that Giselle wants Brady to
Jizz. L.
The Jizz wants Brady to retire after this year. Fuck, dude. Like you said, he has nothing to prove.
No,
he's got a hot wife.
Right, exactly. He's got kids. I mean, he's got everything he wants. So I mean, right, right. So I mean, what else do you need, right?
Yeah.
My opinion, again, you're already the greatest of all time.
Yeah.
I mean, who's gonna pass you? I mean, I don't see it. There's no way.
I would say if Belichick leaves, maybe go one more year and show that hey, you can do it without Belichick. Yeah. I don't think you can.
Right? Yeah, right.
I know
because he just makes too many great adjustments all the time, right?
Yeah.
I guess, right?
Oh man. Yeah. All right. Other than that, I do have two off-topic kind of things for the NFL.
Sure.
Not really NFL, but football-wise. So we live in Illinois. Mm-hmm. Illinois is looking to pass a law that is going to ban tackle football for kids that are 12 and under.
I heard about this. Yeah.
Why? Just do fucking flag football or something.
Right.
Until they're over 12.
They do have flag football, don't they?
They do.
Right.
That's why I don't understand why they want to ban tackle football.
Is it only Illinois? I mean, is that
for now? It's Illinois. They're trying to pass this stupid law. I mean, I don't get for real. I mean, I know they're all worried about having that CTE.
Right.
Know,
right. I mean,
because you can get it at a young age.
It's only natural, right? Yeah. Right. But what's I mean, do you have a thought of why are so many, whether they're kids or they're or the men in NFL or college or whatever it is, but I mean, what is so different now than what's different back then? I mean, did they just not care back then? And now, I don't think they really. And now they're really, what I mean? I mean, is it just? I don't understand. Why does it seem like? Is it just media? Why does it seem like so many more?
It started
guys are getting hurt now, right?
Guys are getting hurt, but they kept on getting repeat concussions. Remember that?
Yeah.
And then they were checking the helmets.
Yeah.
And then after that, that's when I think it started going where it's uh-oh.
But back in the day, though, it seemed like it never happened, right?
Right.
It never happened, right? I don't know.
They played through it. They played through concussions.
Wait, that's what I mean. So
they didn't care.
It just never really. Yeah. I mean, they never really talked about concussion.
Right.
Back then, right? I mean, they never had a concussion protocol.
I think
until more recently, right?
I think we mentioned
or
this
guys
before.
that's getting that much bigger and stronger. I don't know.
They just, people don't really care when they hit.
Right.
Some people do spear.
Right. Right. It's just.
But I think we talked about it.
Yep.
Either you do leather helmets.
Right.
Or you do no helmets. Who's going to spear without a helmet?
No one.
You're going to hit with what? Your shoulders.
Right, that's it. And
you're not going to hit with your head.
Exactly.
So I think that's the only way. But other than that,
it's crazy.
Dude, this is getting really nuts. I think in 15 years, NFL could be gone, or football could be gone in general. I think
just because guys are just
because everyone's getting scared.
Yeah, getting.
I mean, think about it. You're gonna have the generation with little kids right now, right?
Yeah.
Soon, those kids are going to be the ones who are going to play football. Mm-hmm. But if their parents don't let them play, who's going to be NFL players, college players?
Exactly.
No one, because their parents won't let them play.
Well, right, and it's probably not going to be as good a competition as probably what you're saying too, right?
Right.
Because like you said, if parents are holding their kids back, that's a lot of competition that's going to be missing.
Yeah.
Right, and so you're probably not going to have you're not going to have what you have these days, right?
Yeah.
Right?
I can see it dying slowly.
Yeah.
Or eventually it will die, especially with all the stupid political bullshit too.
Right.
But there is a savior.
Mm-hmm.
The XFL.
Oh boy. Vince McMahon doesn't care about concussions, right?
No, he doesn't care about concussions.
Yeah, he doesn't care.
So
as long as guys are on steroids and
right, and acting crazy.
Exactly.
But
How is this gonna work? How is this gonna work?
Here's what's happening.
Uh-huh.
Gimpy called it before, but the last time he was on, he said that Vince McMahon sold, 100 million, or whatever it was?
100 million shares.
100 million.
Right.
Yeah, shares of
his WWE.
WWE.
Right? Yeah, and it was for this, right?
The reason is because he's bringing back the XFL.
But how does he think it's going to work a second time if it tanked the first time?
I don't know. He said that he's going to give it 3 years before they actually open.
Okay.
They're going to start off with, so they're doing a 10-team league. They're going to do 10 weeks, I think. They're going to get the coaches, players, have them practice.
Okay.
Instead of just tossing them out there. So they're gonna do all of that before they actually get the league started.
Okay, so
that there's experience.
Okay,
they know what they're gonna do.
Almost like a Canada League, maybe, like where it's kind of be like the next best guys, maybe.
Yeah.
In a way.
Yeah, and then McMahon's gonna be the only owner of the whole league.
Okay.
So that way he can actually implement his rules.
Okay.
They're not gonna have any. Yeah. He said supposedly they're not gonna have any of that, like those gimmicks where, like you were talking about, where the opening thing was a scrum or something like that.
Like, he's gonna keep it like normal.
Like, keep it normal.
He's not gonna be stupid about like where guys are separating the shoulder on the, like you said, like it's not a kickoff, but whatever they throw the ball and you guys.
Yeah, I mean they're gonna do different things than the NFL, but he says.
But he's not gonna get like ridiculous.
So he said it's not gonna be crazy. The only reason why they kept XFL name is because all the other letters were taken supposedly, and like there's nothing else that
you could like
that sounds cool or something like that. So I don't know. We'll see what happens with that. But like I said, football's gonna die. I think. I mean, I love football.
Oh yeah, I mean,
I think it's gonna die though.
It's just one of those you can watch it all the time.
Yeah,
right? No matter what.
Yeah, it's
I know.
crazy.
It sucks, but yeah.
Yeah. Dude, other than that, man, I know this was a long episode. We're probably gonna end up cutting some of this stuff out.
Well, yeah, but it's still gonna be long no matter what.
Yeah, it's just because you haven't been on in a while. There's a lot of news between when myself and Bug was on. Mm-hmm. Other than that, man, dude, it's good talking to you again, man.
You too, my friend.
We'll talk
good
again.
Times.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Like I said, guys, you guys know where to find us. All the links are on our Podbean page. Wanna go to bed?
I think so.
With me. All right, guys. We'll talk to you on the next one. Good night.
Peace.